Hey everybody, Michelle here with myflightsoffancy.com, and I am here to share the next layout in the series for the Live Beautifully Cut Above kit. So we have done 3 pages already. Now we are on to page 4. So in the Live Beautifully bundle kit, you get everything that you see here plus a little bit more. So you get an album, a 3-ring or post-bound. You get a Tombow glue runner. You get a journaling pen. You get the full color instructions on how to make 5 different layouts. You get sticker sheets for the layouts. Some have gold foil on them. You get die cut sheets. We've used all of this one already. And so this is for the next layout. You get your base pages, you get additional cardstock for your pages, you get 6 page protectors, and that completes the items that you get. So, like last time, we're going to put our pages in here. So here you can see we've completed page 1, we've completed page 2, now we're adding page 3 in here. Super simple. I love the 3-ring binders because I can work on things in any order, and then I can put them in whatever order they need to be in the book. So, set this aside. Get out our stuff for page 4. I'll set that aside here in a moment. So here is our page 4. So like with the other layouts, I have not punched out the pieces yet. So this piece was a pre-cut piece and not a punch piece. But this piece is punched. But these are super easy to get out. As you can see, that took no time at all. Now when you're punching things out like this, punch forward. That way if something happens to catch and tear, you're going to tear the back side of your element and not the front where the design is. Because we don't want to mess up the pretty stuff, right? Voila, all done. Set that off to the side. Okay, so now we are going to lay out our pieces. Always got to lay out the pieces, because if you don't, you're probably going to mess up. I know I do all the time. All right, so we have our journaling on the right page here. And these mats are not the same. They are opposite. So we have to pay attention. Well, you don't have to. I mean, it works either way. So this one we're going to want on the left side. And this one we're going to want on the right side. And our photo placeholders rather, we're going to go just like this. So like the other ones, these ones will touch in the middle to give us a nice even border all the way around them. Same on this side. All right, so flowers. We have our biggest punched flower over here, and then the rest of them are the same size. It makes things nice. One will go there, one will go there, one here and one here. And then the rest of the stuff, oh, I'm missing a piece. 1 second here. So we have some extra pieces. This one isn't actually layered, or isn't actually labeled, rather, to what layout it goes to. But we can see that we need this one for this side. And we need this one. Nope. This one. For this side. Okay. So, let's put these together. So we are going to tack down our photos first. Like with the other layouts, I am not going to put a ton of glue on these. I'm just going to put 2 little tabs on each one, because when you get your photos, you want to take these off of your layouts. You do not want to keep these on your layouts. These are not permanent placeholders, they're just temporary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up these 3 sides and then tack it down. And then when I line this one up this edge, this one should be about the same. And it looks like it's maybe off just a little bit. So we're going to fix that right quick. Hopefully that's a little bit closer. And again, since these are temporary, that part doesn't need to be perfect. All right, so on our instructions, this says that our photo mat, the right side of our photo mat, is going to be 2 inches from the right side of our layout. And it does not give a height for the top to bottom. But you can see it is lined up right above our journal spot. So, like the other layouts, I do not have a ruler with me. But that's okay, because we can fake it. Totally simple. No one's going to know. Now, while my photo placeholders are not heavy in the slightest, I am going to tack down this paper in the middle, because when I do put my photos on there, I don't want this piece to bow out when I am turning the pages, or when anybody else is turning the pages in my album. So if you don't have a ruler, when you're going with one of the cut above kits, you can look at where some of the placements are, where there are definite design pieces. So as you can see, this is the same print as over here. So we're going to want to cover up most of this flower here and most of this flower up here. And we're going to try and make sure it's even across the journal spots. And I think that's close enough. Okay, so we need to add some items here. Now we have 2 different vines here. So you do kind of want to pay attention to where things are over here. So this one is the bigger, bushier one. This one is the more streamlined one, so we're going to make sure to grab the more streamlined one. So here's something that's a slight bit of a conundrum. A few of the little stem things are up where the photo is supposed to be. Now in the other videos, what I did is I took a piece of the sticker sheet and cut it apart and put it so it was underneath that sticker piece where the photo was going to be. However, I don't know that I want to fussy cut a piece that goes here. So what I will probably do on this one is just make this one be a square so that you can see that it's there. You can remove that piece when you get your photos, and you don't have to do a ton of fussy cutting. So this is going to go underneath the flower. So I'm going to do this right about here. So then you have the ability to get your photo underneath your piece, and then you can easily peel your sticker up off of that piece and glue that down. So as I said in the other video, you can use powder instead of using the sticker backing. Totally up to you on what you want to do. So I'm making sure not to get glue all the way to the edge on the flower because it is supposed to cover up just the tiniest little bit of the corner of the photo. And the same is going to be true for this little flower here. So you can still get your photo underneath that flower, and underneath that sticker. And the right page is done. Voila! All right, left page. Much of this is going to be just like the first one. We're going to put our photo mat, placeholders rather. Goodness, I'm having a hard time with that word today. All right, so we're going to do the right side first. Try and make it even all the way around. Line up that one. Look at that, first try. Fantastic. Now, in the other videos, I've put the right side off to the side when I was done with it. And I did that this time too. However, I'm going to bring it back. And here's why. Because in the book, this page is going to be next to each other. And these pages, the mats should line up. So if I had my ruler, that would make it super simple, super easy to line up. However, I don't. And that's okay, because we're gonna fake it. It's all about creativity, right? Figuring out how to fix something. Okay, so you might see my head this time. We're going to make sure these are lined up. So we're lining them up the top and the bottom and making sure they touch here in the middle. And as we saw in a different video, this Tombow glue, it really sticks. So you want to try to not set it down until you're ready to. Okay, so I think that that's almost even here. And again, you can use some of the clues in the instruction book. So here you can see that most of this flower is covered up. We're not going to see the green leaf back here. And so on and so forth up here as well. So you can take that into consideration along with where this is placed. So we know we need to move this a little bit more. It's not quite even. Probably not perfect, but we're done with it. Well, that piece anyway. All right, so back to just the one layout, one side. So this is what I'm going to do a little bit differently than how they did it. Because I don't have my photos, and because this Inspire is up on the photos, I think I'm just going to move this down just a smidge so it's not on the photos at all. It's not going to look a ton different, and I won't have to worry about putting anything behind it like I did on the other one. So we're going to go ahead and pull that off. And like I said with the last layout, because this is a gold foil, you want to do your darndest to not crease this sticker, which, you know, it's a scripty word, so it's kind of easy to do, like I think I just did. So you do want to be careful with it, because that gold foil is going to show creases much more than the regular stickers would. So some of these middles will stay on the sheet, and if they don't, that's okay. Just pop them out. And you can put them in the garbage, or I've just been sticking them on the sticker sheet to help keep them contained. All right, so like last time, I am going to use my scissors to hold on to my sticker so I can lay it down. And you can futz with it like I showed you in another video. You can move this around until you press it hard. So I do have this R that's right here that did go up over the photo a little bit. So I'm just going to take a small little snippet and I'm just going to place it underneath. So again, I could have fussy cut that, but I was trying to keep most of it off the photos, so I'll just leave it like that so that it can be pulled off super easily. Now, you do not want to forget your eye dots. Don't forget the eye dots, because your eyes will look funny without dots. Okay, so now we do need our branchy piece here. this is going to come down like this. Okay, so we have a small flower here. Our large flower. Here. Now this one, remember it goes over the photo a little bit, so you want to make sure to not put any glue here. Unless, of course, you have your photos there, and then it won't really matter where you put your glue. Okay, so this one, just like that. So I can get my photo underneath here and under here and under here as well. So that is the end of our stickers for layout 4. And we are all done. So this is layout 4. We have the instruction version, and we have our version all done. Hopefully you've enjoyed this layout and the whole series, and we have one more to go, so check back for that. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I would be happy to answer them. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.